But I have two objections about this Kumbh Mela. One is that a huge amount of money, I'm told over 9,000 crore rupees is being spent, about 2,100 crore by the central government and about 7,000 crore by the UP government on this Mela. Now, see, this is a secular country. Our constitution says it is secular. So, public funds are not meant to be spent on promoting any religion. Public funds are meant for the welfare of the people. Do you seriously believe that this 1 month Kumbh Mela will solve the unemployment problem of the country? I mean, what nonsense is being spoken by these political leaders? It is ridiculous to say that the Kumbh Mela will solve the unemployment problem in the country. This is all nonsense. It's all befooling the public. I have no objection to people coming and bathing under the belief that their sins will be washed out. They have the right to believe that. Even people have the right to believe in superstition. Nothing wrong in it. If others don't say that, will not mean I will not say. I will say, even if I am the only person of the 143 crore population of India who is saying it, but I will speak what I believe is to be in the interest of my country. I will speak it.
Hello and a warm welcome to HW News Network, your one-stop show, truth be told, for some engaging and thought-provoking conversations. Maha Kumbh at Prayagraj, that is Allahabad, is about to begin on 13th of January. It's a big mega event, which of course Modi and Yogi are showcasing it almost as a gateway to 2027 elections of Uttar Pradesh. But just before the mega event begins, Justice Markandey Katju has written an article where he's questioned the huge amounts of money which are being spent by the government. It's a taxpayer's money which is being used to promote a particular religion. And he says that it is against the secular ethos of the constitution. Secondly, he has questioned the fact that how can a government promote superstition? Things like that if you take a dip in the river Ganga, all your sins will be washed away. So he has questioned these two things, and I thought that it would be interesting to talk to Justice Markandey Katju on the program. And so he joins us from California this evening. Thank you so much, sir, for joining on HW News Network. I read your article which you wrote on this huge amount of money which is being spent on the Kumbh Mela and the Maha Kumbh being projected as a huge mega event. But can you really question the logic, given the fact that crores and crores of people's sentiments are involved? And if you speak against that sentiment, people will say that, oh, you are an atheist, you don't believe in the Hindu religion. This is what you'll get to hear.
See, it is true I'm an atheist, but at the same time, I'm a very strong supporter of religious freedom. I believe that everybody should have the right to practice his religion in whichever way he wants to. So I'm not against people going to the Kumbh Mela and assembling there. They have the right to do so. People have the right to go to temples. People have the right to take out religious processions. People have the right to go to religious melas. There's nothing wrong in it. I have no objection to that. But I have two objections about this Kumbh Mela. One is that a huge amount of money, I'm told over 9,000 crore rupees is being spent, about 2,100 crore by the central government and about 7,000 crore by the UP government on this Mela. Now, see, this is a secular country. Our constitution says it is secular. So, public funds are not meant to be spent on promoting any religion. Public funds are meant for the welfare of the people. If it is true, it is taxpayers' money, but taxpayers' money is not meant to be squandered on religions. It should be used for, see, welfare of the people, building more good schools, more hospitals, and things like that. This is what the public fund should be utilized for, not by just spending 9,000 crore rupees in 1 month time. How will it benefit the people? Will it abolish poverty? The main problem of the country are massive poverty, massive unemployment, skyrocketing prices of essential commodities, almost total lack of good, proper health care and good education for the people. These are the problems. But instead, you are diverting attention to religion, and the whole game is to get votes.
No, but Justice Katju, when you link it with unemployment, you're rightly pointing out that there are several other important issues which the government needs to address. But the moment you talk about unemployment, Prime Minister Modi and Yogi Adityanath both will say that, look, this is a big event which will give employment to people for 2 months. Look, all the Rediwalas are being employed, and you have so many people who will get employment through Kumbh, and we've turned this into an event. It will come as a revenue spinner. These are the kind of explanations which come from the government.
Do you seriously believe that this 1 month Kumbh Mela will solve the unemployment problem of the country? I mean, what nonsense is being spoken by these political leaders? So, solving unemployment problem means permanently solving it, not that for 1 month you provide some employment for a few people. It is ridiculous to say that the Kumbh Mela will solve the unemployment problem in the country. This is all nonsense. It's all befooling the public. See, this is a secular country. Secularism means separation of church and state. People have the right. Secularism does not mean that you cannot follow your own religion. You can practice your religion. Secularism does not say that you cannot practice your religion. But secularism says that religion is your private affair. It has nothing to do with the state. If you want to hold a mela, spend your own money from your own pocket. Why should the government pay for it? I believe 9,000 crore rupees or more.
No, so are you saying that the government should not spend even a single penny for an event like Kumbh Mela?
You can spend a small amount of money for the security or for the safety of the people who are coming there. Small amount can be spent, but not this huge amount. And I believe there, in every nook and corner of that Mela premises, there are posters of Modi ji and Yogi ji. No. See, what is all this? It's all being politicized. See, I remember when I'm now 79 years of age. First Kumbh Mela I attended was in 1954. I still remember it. I was 8 years old then. And thereafter, I've attended many Maha Melas and Kumbh Mela. Maha Mela is held every year. Kumbh Mela is held every 12 years. I've attended many. And what used to happen was that these sadhus and saints from all over India would come, and they would have their camps, and they would give religious discourses on Bhagavad Gita or on Ramcharitmanas or things like that. And people would come and hear those religious discourses. But there were no politicians. It was not a politicized event. I never heard that the pictures of or huge posters of any politician was in those melas or Kumbh Mela or Magh Mela. That never used to happen. This is a new thing that you have politicized religion, just like that Ayodhya Ram Mandir Pran Pratishtha. It was, great hype was made that huge great event is taking place in that Pran Pratishtha inauguration of Ram Mandir. It's all politics because soon thereafter election was coming, parliamentary election. Obviously, the intention was to garner votes, to capture votes, to arouse communal feelings. So this is against the spirit of the constitution. We are supposed to be, should be a clear separation between religion and the state.
So you are saying that Kumbh Mela is a sheer wastage of money. The way Modi and Yogi are spending money on the Maha Kumbh, it's a sheer wastage of money.
Yes, I say that because you see, This is a poor country. We have very limited resources in this country. The public funds should be utilized for the welfare of the people, create more hospitals, create more schools, scientific institutes. And also Article 51, capital A, clause H of the Indian Constitution says that it is the duty of all citizens to promote the scientific temper. And now citizens would include government authorities also.
Katju, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Can you just come to the center of the frame? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Now,
Yeah.
it is
Go
the
ahead.
duty of everybody to promote the scientific temper. But why do people come to Kumbh Mela for bathing? Because they believe that if they have a bath, then their sins will be washed off. But see, I have no objection to people coming and bathing under the belief that their sins will be washed off. They have the right to believe that. Even people have the right to believe in superstition. Nothing wrong in it. But why should the government promote superstitions by financing it on such a colossal level? That is what I'm objecting to. You want to believe that your sins will be. I believe Neelu Vyas went recently to the Kumbh Mela. If Neelu Vyas had a bath in the Sangam, thinking that her sins have been washed off, which I don't believe she has committed any, but she's entitled to that. Nothing wrong in that.
I didn't take the holy dip either. I didn't take the holy dip either.
You didn't? Oh.
No, I didn't take the holy dip either.
Listen, you have the right to believe that taking a holy dip will wash away your sins. You have the right to believe in it. But why should the government promote it by financing it? This is where I am objecting to. Why should huge amount of money being spent on promoting superstitions?
No, who is going to tell the government that this is sheer wastage of money and you should not promote superstition in the name of Maha Kumbh?
I'm saying it. Everybody who loves the country has a duty to say this. If others don't say that, it will not mean I will not say. I will say, even if I'm the only person of the 143 crore population of India who is saying it, but I will speak what I believe is to be in the interest of my country. I will speak it. So when you ask me who will say, I will say.
Right.
My answer is
right. So you are saying that even if no one speaks, Justice Katju will speak about the fact that through Kumbh, Prime Minister Modi and Yogi are selling superstition. But now the point is that supposing if one or two people are talking, and we spread the awareness through a video like this where you are speaking and you're talking, people would listen to it. But how many are really going to believe when you have millions and millions of people coming over to such a big congregation? You have the entire international media flocking to Allahabad. And look at the manner in which this entire Kumbh Mela has been spread. You have the entire international delegation, international media, the national media, the alternate media. Everybody is flocking to Allahabad just for an event like this. Who will stop?
Now, may I answer? Now, listen.
Yes.
Our national aim of India is to spread.
So please come to the center. So please come to the center. Yeah.
Our national aim is to make India a highly developed country, which can only be done by promoting science on a massive level. So promoting science is in the national interest. And this promoting superstition is against the national interest. So at least I will say, because I love my country, I will speak what is in the interest of my country, that we should promote science.
And according to you, Kumbh Mela is nothing but a superstition or a vehicle for superstition.
Listen, I told you, people have the right to believe in superstition. People have the right to do superstition practices, like believing that their sins will be washed off if they have a bath. People have the right to believe. But government should not get involved in this. This is my objection. Religion is a private affair in secularism. Secularism does not say that people cannot practice their religion, but it says that religion is your private affair. So if people spend money from their own pocket for organizing Kumbh Mela, they can do so. Why should the government get involved in this? Why should government spend money? for
Right.
and huge amount of money for religious festivals.
Justice Katju, you have to come to the center. Your phone is drifting, so you go towards the
Yes, sir.
just stabilize it. Yes.
Yes,
So
now I'm in the center.
yeah. So Justice Katju, the point is that it looks like a marketing gimmick for Prime Minister Modi and Yogi. Given the fact that 2027 you have UP elections, they are trying to make Kumbh a gateway for UP elections. Do you also feel so?
Yes, obviously. See, what is the see? I told you I used to attend Maha Melas and Kumbh Melas for maybe half a century. Every year there's Maha Mela. Every 12 years there's Kumbh Mela. Every 6 years there's Earth Kumbh. I used to attend many. For 50 years I attended. But I never found any posters or pictures of any politician in those melas. This is first time I was told that in every nook and corner there are huge posters of Modi ji and Yogi ji. Why should they be there? Is it not politicizing the whole religious event, which is very wrong? You want to practice your religion, you have a mela, have a procession, visit temples and all that, nothing wrong. I have no object. But why should it be politicized for getting votes? This is what I object to.
So obviously the state's role is being questioned, and that exactly has been the question on your mind, that why should a state promote so much of wastage of money in the name of religion? Why should the state promote superstition in the name of Kumbh Mela? Now, how do you think will this problem be addressed? Because given the fact that it becomes a pattern now, last year also during the consecration of the Ram temple ceremony, everybody saw the huge amount of money which was being spent at that time, and they purely did it keeping an eye on the general elections. Though BJP couldn't reap that kind of a political dividend, they lost Ayodhya, they lost miserably in Uttar Pradesh. Do you think that BJP will really learn its lessons, or they will continue to make this mistake of selling religion, of selling superstition?
Listen, you have deliberately concealed the fact that after the parliamentary election, there were state elections in Maharashtra, where BJP swept, in Haryana, where BJP was expected to lose, but it won. In UP by-elections, it won almost all seats. That you have, you media people, you say what is convenient to you, but you don't say what is inconvenient. You mentioned
No,
about...
of course, sir,
Let me complete. Please, let me speak. Either you speak or I speak. You
Sir,
said
come to
that...
the center. Sir, come to the center, please. Yeah.
तुम बोलने नहीं देती, this is your problem. देखो, it is correct that BJP suffered a reverse in the parliamentary election. From 303 seats in parliament, it went down to 240. This is correct. But why did you not also mention that in subsequent state elections, it won by massive majorities? In what happened in Maharashtra? What happened in Haryana? What happened in UP by-elections? That Neelu Vyas will not mention. What is convenient to Neelu Vyas, she will mention. But what is not convenient to...
I've already questioned.
ये बहुत अच्छा है.
Here in Haryana, it was just not religion which worked. Election Commission was there at their best. Sir,
तुमने कहा
election.
कि पार्लियामेंट... अरे भाई, अब तुम बोलने नहीं दोगी. तुमने कहा कि पार्लियामेंट्री इलेक्शन में रिवर्स हुआ बीजेपी. करेक्ट. Why did you not also see, speaking half the truth is also as bad as a lie. You have spoken half truth. कि parliamentary election में BJP suffered a reverse. But what about the state elections which came thereafter? BJP won by massive majorities when it was not expected to win. In Haryana, they were not expected to win at all. In Maharashtra, they swept. UP election, by election, they swept. ये बात आपने नहीं बताई. क्यों नहीं बताई? हाँ, convenient है वो बताएंगे, जो नहीं बताएंगे.
Well, we've done enough discussions on Haryana and Maharashtra, why they won. We've got into those reasons. I've questioned the election commission. There were too many things. It was just not communal polarization, but I want to come to the point on which we are discussing today. My question to you now, sir, is that do you believe in the Kumbh Mela or not? Do you believe in the fact that your things will be washed away?
I already told you, but I'm going to repeat. देखिए, I said that I am a strong supporter of religious freedom, although I am an atheist. But I believe everybody should have a right to hold melas, should have a right to take out their processions or go to temples or mosque or whatever. What I'm objecting is the state getting involved in this. The government should not get. Religion is a private affair in under secularism. Secularism means that religion is your private affair. Secularism does not mean that you cannot practice your religion. आप करिए, आप मेला करिए, मगर जो खर्चा है अपने जेब से दीजिए आप. गवर्नमेंट को इतना हजारों करोड़, हाँ इतना गवर्नमेंट दे सकती है कि टू इंश्योर सिक्योरिटी एंड इंश्योर सेफ्टी, जो पिलग्रिम्स आए उनको उनकी सेफ्टी का इतना, उसमें 100, 200, 400 करोड़ खर्च कर दे, ठीक है, मगर 9,000 करोड़ खर्च किया है. 2,100 करोड़ सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट और 7,000 करोड़ स्टेट गवर्नमेंट. ये दिस इज नॉट जस्टिफाइड. यू कैन नॉट जस्टिफाई स्पेंडिंग ह्यूज अमाउंट ऑफ मनी ऑन द रिलीजियस इवेंट. भाई आप जो पब्लिक कॉफर्स आर मेंट टू बी यूज्ड फॉर पब्लिक वेलफेयर, नॉट फॉर रिलीजियस इवेंट्स. This is what I'm objecting to. I'm not objecting to holding कुंभ मेला और any मेला. आप करिए, कुंभ मेला करिए, बेशक बेशक करिए, तमाम होते हैं.
Right. Justice Katju, the questions which you have raised are very valid and very logical questions. Why do you think that the courts are so blind towards a question like this? Utter wastage of money or promoting superstition. Can the courts not come in between? Can they not give certain directions to the government, to the state?
देखिए, courts can, but I already told, I had given an interview to you, Neelu Vyas, about how Chanchud performed. I told you कि खुद ही क्या क्या उन्होंने कि वो मोदी जी को बुला दिया गणेश पूजा करने के लिए और कह दिया कि मैंने भगवान से पूछा क्या फैसला दें अयोध्या के केस में. ये सब
Right.
Such people, you see, every institution is the human personnel who are manning that institution.
Justice Katju, just come to the center, please. Yes.
Every institution is the human personnel who are manning that institution. They should be first class people. आपके नाम के लिए तो आपके इंडिपेंडेंट जुडिशरी और न्यूट्रल इम्पार्शियल जुडिशरी, मगर काफी हद तक कई जजेस वो प्रो बीजेपी हो गए हैं, तो देयरफॉर उन पे तो भरोसा करना बेकार है. अच्छा चलो आप छोड़ो.
Right. All right. So towards the end, my last question to you, Justice Katju, is that what would you really say to this big mega event which is happening in Allahabad, and the way Modi and Yogi have marketed themselves? They plastered themselves on the walls. Every 2 or 3 steps you cross, you will find a big poster on this expanse where Maha Kumbh is happening. What would you really say to this entire spectacle which is taking place towards?
देखिए, it is all aimed at getting votes. हमारे यहाँ जो सिस्टम है कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, दैट इज पार्लियामेंट्री डेमोक्रेसी, एंड पार्लियामेंट्री डेमोक्रेसी लार्जली रिलाइज ऑन रिलीजन एंड कास्ट वोट बैंक्स. तो इससे तो प्रोग्रेस हो नहीं कर पाएगी, बिकॉज कास्टिज्म एंड कम्युनलिज्म आर feudal forces which have to be destroyed if the country is to progress. But parliamentary democracy further entrenches them because it runs on the basis of casteism and communism. So the only way out for the country is some kind of historical people's struggle and people's revolution. Without a people's revolution कुछ नहीं हो पाएगा. ये आपके पार्लियामेंट्री इलेक्शन से कोई प्रोग्रेस नहीं होगी, बल्कि और फ्यूडलिज्म बढ़ती जाएगी.
Thank you, Justice Katju. Thank you so much for joining on HW. Thank you.
Thank you.
Stay ahead with our cutting edge news app. Instantly access the latest shorts in just 1 minute and breaking news in just 50 words. Download now for a smarter, faster news experience.